Hey guys, Deadly7K here. Welcome back to another video of 7 Nights. In today's video, we will be doing a hero spotlight on the Guardian, Rudy. Now, as you may know, Rudy and Chris were great companions. During this time, as Rudy was guarding Rudy, they were fighting, and in the end, Chris ended up losing the Throne of Light. This isn't about Chris, this is about Rudy. So as the story goes on, Rudy guards Terra from Chris, who's trying to take over it. After that, he bestows the title of Light Guardian Rudy. He becomes a protector of Mystic Woods. Then, becomes the Long Protector of Mystic Woods and gains a place, the Vile Throne, and was acknowledged as Ultimate Guardian. So as you can tell, he's a tank. A defensive unit, which is pretty rare to come by because not many are really good. He has high HP, high defense, but low speed and low attack. So he's definitely not going to be used for attack. His first skill is he inflicts 230% physical damage on one enemy, and has a chance to stun a single enemy for 2 turns, and also removing a buff for 3 turns. A buff being such as Dylan's having his immunity shield for 2 turns, that would be completely erased and he can be vulnerable. His second skill happened to be defense preparation. He reduces damage received by 80% and immune to debuffs for 2 turns. This only applies to him. And if he is hit with a death effect by Chris or Nox, he receives 100 physical attack damage, but does not receive a debuff. Then his passive is he increases all allies' defense by 60%, which is quite useful in Arena, Castle Rush, and kind of in Dragon Raid. His recommended items are crit rate and max HP. But I would ignore the crit and I would go for speed. The reason I would say speed is if you're in Arena and the moves are based off of speed, if you can get him to attack first and use defense preparation first, that'd be a great way to start. But for my Rudy, I have speed equipped. Because when I start Arena, I want him to be using defense preparation first. And then for his defense, you want to have HP, because you want him to be able to stay alive as long as possible. For accessories, I really don't know why they say crit. I completely don't agree with it. For accessories, you could do block. You could do block. You could do lifesteal, honestly, too. But thing is, he doesn't do much damage, so you could do lifesteal. Or if you want to have Chris and Rudy together, you could do a death ring. So if Rudy gives death to an enemy by just a single attack, Chris could come by and use his skills to kill the enemy in one hit. Dang it. Those who serve the light. Then I would have HP for gem, block. Then for attack, you could do damage increase. And I suppose you could do a critical damage increase or counter, either way. Here we have his normal skill, an attack, and then a crit. Oh. Now that you know the basic information, you need to know how to rank them up. You need earth elements. As a 4-star, you need him to be level 30 and plus 5. You need to acquire a 4-star element at any level. 5-star, you need a 5-star Earth element, level 30 plus 5. Of Rudy, Earth element could be any level, and then you get your final 6-star form.
Those who serve the light.
Way to acquire him? Well, either an S-rank chest from Castle Rush,
For the 7 knights.
4-star 7-night hero, 6-star, etc. That's one way to acquire him. Go to the shop, but that's random.
Welcome to my shop. How may I help you?
500 topaz. You get a 7-night selector. And then you can get Rudy. Another way is to check in. At the end of week 4, you can get a 4-star 7-night selector. You can select whoever, Rudy. And then a current event being the 200-day event. At the day 43, you get to choose between a 7-night selector or a 4-lord selector. And you can choose Rudy. Other ways to get a 7-night is extremely rare, but the summon shop. 3 to 6 star or 3 to 6 star summon. Another way, last way, is by doing fusion. So say I would do
Charge forward.
this, give him the plus 5, get another hero, get that to plus 5, and fuse the two together, get a 4-star, and have a slight chance of getting a 7-night.
Does anyone require my assistance?
Those who serve the light.
Last thing is, what is he good for? Rudy is good for Arena due to his defense reasons. He would definitely be able to tank throughout the whole battle. If he does die, then he was able to tank out and give your team the buff. That's why you need him to have defense preparation and max HP right away. He is great for Castle Rush.
Test your strength here.
To keep your team going on as the raid goes on. He's great for Guild War. As the computer does really all the skills for you. He has great defense in order to keep your team running and preventing the team from winning. Not really recommended, but he could be used for raid. He could use it. He keeps your team alive. This way, if you have 6% defense buff, either Karen or Lena can keep healing your team, preventing them from dying early. Celestial Tower, possibly. If you're having trouble with a team that does a lot of damage, you could use him. And of course, Adventure. If you're like me who's stuck on far adventures like these, and they deal massive damage, you need a Rudy for the defense buff. If not, then you may not get so far. You could just use Evan. He just does 50% buff. Alright, so that was my hero spotlight on Rudy.
Those who serve the light.
If I missed anything, let me know. Pretty sure I didn't. But the next hero spotlight, you should be expecting Eileen.
Those who serve the light.
And I would show costumes, but it's not really net, but I might as well. For Rudy, you
Those
have
who serve the, those who
his
serve
default,
the light. Those who serve the light.
his guild costume, as just gave about a week ago, 2 weeks.
Those who serve the light.
This was a Japanese special one, I believe.
Those who serve the light.
Student one. This one's pretty nice.
Those who serve
This was his
the
first costume gave. The only one available to buy at the moment is either this one or this one.
Those who serve
These two.
the light. Those who serve.
So that was my review of Rudy, Hero Spotlight.
Those who serve the light.
Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one.